Trans people of Reddit, what was the biggest change you noticed between being treated as one sex versus the other? MTF affection / expression is a big one. Around female co-workers and friends, everyone is much more open about their problems. It's like there's a natural affinity that everyone shares. Around male co-workers and friends, I find it's harder to confide in each other, and the only time it happens is when you are with someone that is very close. Even with really close / childhood friends, it's rare amongst my guy friends to open up. I don't consider myself someone who likes to be intimate. I like to bottle things up and be by myself. But the first time I came out to another girl, crying and hugging out all my pent-up emotions is nothing I found or had with my male friends. FTM here. I'm a college professor and I see a real difference in how my students treat me. They don't expect me to be nearly as nice, make exceptions, give extra credit, etc. I'm the same person I always was, but now I'm held to a more lenient standard. I've also noticed that they make up fewer tech-related excuses. I did send it to you. The email must have gotten lost than before, which I find really insulting since it means that they apparently thought female me was a dumbus. Fellow professor here. I just lean into the den mom identity because, hey, what are you going to do? Change society? But man, it would be nice not to give my students twice as much help for half as much credit. The best professor I have had so far is a woman. Bonus points for the fact that it was an engineering class. Society is changing. It just takes time. I'm a guy BTW. I'm MTF. Early 20s. Pass pretty well, and I'm considered to be conventionally attractive, although I often don't see it myself. Women treat me basically the same. I was always one of the girls anyways, so I'm not very surprised by women. I have noticed that I get randomly complimented by strangers fairly often even though I dress pretty andro and don't wear makeup. I never used to get compliments, so I'm always very awkward about it. Men act way differently now. In general, they are so much more polite, kind, gentle, and considerate of my feelings. On the flip side, old men can be creepy as fuck and really patronizing. Middle-aged men tend to be a bit sexist, and guys who are 30 and below can be kind of sexually aggressive. Or maybe I'm just shy IDK. I am really surprised by how often guys are fine with openly expressing their attraction to me. Either I pass really well, or they just don't care that I'm trans. Either way, I'm cool with it. The worst change is that when I'm having a bad day, people will inevitably tell me to smile. I fucking hate that. Trans woman here. The way men speak to me is crazy different. Way more friendly, and if I didn't know better, I'd say almost flirty. Now I'm not attractive as a guy or a woman, and a lot of my interactions are online, so it's not that. People assume I know less about my job than I do. Software development, but are much more accepting of my skills than I thought. People just act way more surprised if I know some obscure functional language. In my work life, people also seem a bit more tolerant if I make a mistake, which is quite annoying as I need to learn from them. People are more likely to explain something to me, even if I try to explain I already know the thing. I'll be talked over more. In public, women will smile at me more. Men don't move out of the way when walking. Taxi drivers are a bit more polite, but also talk less. I haven't yet experienced anything different when being obviously in a relationship with my girlfriend. We hold hands sometimes, cuddle up on the bus if it's cold, and will hug / kiss in public. It's odd because people naturally assume we're friends, rather than assuming we're dating. Other things could also be due to the fact I'm getting more confident and happy with myself. Being gendered correctly is an amazing feeling, so I want to be out of the house more. I'm happier with myself and I'm sure that comes across too. These changes I've noticed aren't 100% consistent or everyday. They are maybe not as extreme as they sound, but they are very noticeable. FTM here. More bro fists, pats on the back, lots of dude, man and bro thrown into the mix. Been on T about 8 months now. Passing public while wearing my binder. Thanks God for the cooler months coming up. Wearing a binder in summer is no joke. Other than that, not much change other than my own self becoming more comfortable with my body and thus being more extroverted and willing to get out of the house. hair sprouting everywhere makes me pretty happy, and I like to show off my sad scraggly mustache to my buds. What's a binder? It's a very tight sports bra-ish thing that flattens the chest. Okay. Does it hurt? It shouldn't, if it's the right size. Some people do find it hurts, though, but many of them either don't have the right size or have another problem that the binder makes worse. In my experience, it doesn't hurt to have it on, but it feels really good to take it off. Kind of like a necktie.
Hey, what's up everyone? okpj here. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked what you just saw, remember to hit that like button like it's a thick booty. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this every single day. Also, be sure to check out and subscribe to my second channel. I'll be posting about every 2 weeks there, and the content will vary anywhere from vlogs to life updates to animations to shitposts, kinda like this.
Greetings. This is human content. It is what humans like. Sometimes it is nice outside. Sometimes it is not. Look at the snow that is everywhere. It is cold and it is everywhere.
See you tomorrow. Peace.